Today we are going to share a Google spreadsheet as a web page. Now, sharing as a Google Sheet or web page, these are completely two different things. The advantage of sharing as a web page is that it can be very convenient and fast and swift, easy for a huge audience. If we share using the share button as we do before, it requires the user to view the document as a Google Sheets application. On the other hand, if we share as a web page, then the user will be able to load the content without loading all these features or functions. So they will only be loading these contents instead of the features. So instead of sharing with this share button, this time we will go to File and then select Share and Publish to Web. Once you open Publish to Web option, you will get two options right from the pop-up. One is Link and the other one is Embed. Link is the option where you will be sharing the link with the audience or the participants. If you want to embed the sheet, you can go for this option, which will give you the snippet that you require to add to your web page or blog or Moodle or whatever the place you want to embed the Google Sheets. The first one is the link that we will share with our audience. Whatever the one you will be using, just click Publish and it will ask to confirm. You can click OK. Now this is the code if you want to embed it to your browser. Here we are going to take the link. So go to the link tab and you can copy the link. We will be entering it into an incognito window so that we will be sure that it's not the same user viewing the sheet. As you can see, it's really fast and it has no loading time or such delay. So this is the best way you can share your sheets or docs with a huge audience. Now they can just switch between these tabs and see what's available for them. One more thing that I want to share with you is that you can remove these grid lines as well, which will be prettier and nicer in sheets like this. At least for me, I don't want these lines because this is not a table, but for this, I would like to have these lines as it's a table and it looks much better that way. Now, before we remove that grid lines, I want to show you one more thing and then we will move on to see how to remove the grid lines. So we have this settings option where we can find a button to stop publishing, which helps you prevent the users or the audience viewing your file after the presentation. So when the time comes for you to stop sharing, you can just stop publishing. They will be not able to view the sheet with this link. Later on, you can just publish it once you want to share it with others. So the next option is to restrict access to the following, which means the institute where I'm in right now, the Maldives National University. So if I tick this, access will be limited to the Maldives National University staffs only, or students. Next, we have the option where we will be able to enable or disable auto republishing. So if you keep this enabled, all the changes that you bring after sharing will be automatically updated on their site. So this is done. Now let's look into grid lines. So in our case, I want to keep the grid lines for this sheet and I want to remove it from here. To remove the grid lines, I can go to View, Show, and Gridlines. Now we can go back to the shared link and check if the update is there or not. So as I said, if we remove the grid lines, it is much appealing to me for shades like this. So you can keep the grid lines for tables and remove grid lines for shades like this. Hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching the video. Assalamu alaikum.